Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahaihi, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.
Hari Om, thank you. So, this Sahana Vavatu, can anyone explain the meaning of this shloka? Are you aware, people? What does this shloka mean? Sahana Vavatu, Sahana. Hari Om, Sublakshmi ji.
Think ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ
ಆಯ್ತು. Sahana Vavatu shloka, can anybody explain the meaning?
ನೀವೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಮುಂಚೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದೀಗ? ಅನುಪಮ, ಇಂದ್ರ, ಜಯಶ್ರೀ, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಏನ್ರಿ? ನೋ,
you will explain again, Purnimaji.
ಮೂರ್ತಿಜಿ, ಯು ನೋ?
ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಿಮ್ಮಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಐ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್, ಸೊ ಬೆಟರ್ ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬೆಟರ್.
ಸಹನಾ ವವತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸಹ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ, ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. Let us all study together. Okay, that is the meaning. This is actually, it comes in the Taittiriya Upanishad. In the beginning of that, this is the opening mantra of Taittiriya Upanishad, because it is, this Taittiriya is mainly about Guru Shishya. So this is the prayer for both Guru and Shishya. See, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu is, Shishya is praying only to the Guru. And in this shloka, both the Guru and Shishya are together praying to the higher source. Enandre, let both of us study together. You know, this is a give and take thing. Sahanau bhunaktu. Let both of us enjoy this process together. So beautiful, no? Sahaviryam karavavahe. Let all of us be enriched and enhanced by this whole process. Tejasvina vaditamastu. Let us all become full of tejas. You know, with this Jnana Yajna, what happens? Any Yajna will give us tejas only. So from this Jnana Yajna, let all of us become, you know, let us glow with the tejas of knowledge. Ma vidvishavahaihi. Let there be no conflict between the Guru and the Shishya. I don't agree. All that should not be there. So even if there is disagreement, it has to be resolved in a very smooth manner. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. 3 levels of Shanti. Adi Bhautika. So in the olden times, Papa, they had to live in open spaces, live in forests. So threat from the environment was too much. So Bhautika Shanti. Adi Daiveka, let it not rain, storms, thunder. Adella beda. And illi internet hogod beda. Let us have broadband connectivity. Very important. Daivika. And Adhyatmika, let my own interest not flag. Let my interest be kept up. Let me see, that is the thing, no? Mumukshutva means to keep it on the back burner all the time. Sim. Let there always be, the flame be alive in me. This is the meaning of this beautiful shloka. All right.
So, luckily, without me knowing, order correct ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಪ್ರೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಕೂಡ. First,
once you memorize the shloka, you can't go wrong. It will come in the order. Even
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇನ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬಂದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಮೊದಲು ಪರಂಪರೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗುರು ಸರೆಂಡರ್, ದೆನ್ ಗುರು ಶಿಷ್ಯ. ಆ ಫ್ಲೋ ಏನಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಮೀ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್.
Very nice. Very good, very good, very good.
Lakshmi ma'am, how is the situation?
Yeah, I know the rain situation. Adi Bhautika, how is it happening for you? Lakshmi ji, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲರಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ? Yeah. You are mute.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So now we will discuss that beautiful question. What is Jiva? What is a Jiva? So yes, Anupama has said. I will tick off all the things that she has said. Or you repeat, Anupama, what all you said. Jiva means?
Why Purnima ji?
Yeah. Otherwise, I have to repeat. Okay. Jiva means Chidabhasa, reflected consciousness. And it is clouded with misunderstanding. Correct. And any other point people want to add to this? Please add. What is Jiva? You will come to know why.
I always think Jiva is BMI. ನಾನೇ ಜೀವ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಆ ಜೀವಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನ ಕೊಡೋದು ನನ್ನ ಬಾಡಿ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ, ನಾನ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್. ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಐ ನೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಶ್ವರ.
Very good.
That is the Jiva earlier.
Very good. Very good. Anything else? Very well said. Yes, Indra. What else you want to say?
Yeah, it's the same. Even I used to think it's only body mind complex. Now, like, once we start understanding, it's the Chidabhasa. That doesn't always strike, but it's always the body mind complex.
Okay.
This body mind complex, and this is a projection of this BMI is Jiva, which is a projection of Ishvara.
Projection.
Ishvara is in all, is projecting himself.
Aditya,
right?
problems are there, Lakshmi ji. Broadband problem ಇದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. ಯಾಕೋ?
Oh, ಹೌದಾ? Okay, I
jerky
connect to my phone then. I think iPad has some problem. iPad must be having some problem.
Don't have a problem, Lakshmi ji. It is the connectivity, right? Okay, Murthy ji, you want to add something to that? Because I got more questions on this later, which will follow.
Yes. So in simple layman terms, Atman or Brahman wearing the mind goggle.
Nice way of putting it. Goggles of the mind.
Mano Upanetra. So that is Jiva. In other words, Shastra ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಲೀನ ಸತ್ವ ಪ್ರಧಾನೋ ಜೀವ.
ಎಂತದು
ಮಲೀನ ಸತ್ವ ಪ್ರಧಾನೋ ಜೀವ.
Very good. Malina Sattva Pradhano Jivaha. Very nice. See, we got one more.
What is that?
Malina Sattva. See, mind is, what is the mind made up of? Which guna? Sattva, Rajas or Tamas? Basically. When it's a
Tamas.
pure...
Tamas.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect now.
Yeah.
No, Jayashri, Indra, it is not Tamas. Mind is not Tamas. In fact, another name for mind is Sattva.
Actually, we should come from Brahman or Atman. Then
It's a direct, it has come from the source, Alva. How can it be Tamas?
So what is Brahman or Atman made of?
Mind in its purest form. See, for example, take an innocent baby who is born. Its mind is Sattva or Rajas or Tamas?
Sattva. So our impressions are polluting it with all those other qualities. Okay.
So the basic quality of mind is Sattva.
Okay.
Then what happens? What did Murthy ji say then next? Malina Paradhanya. Then that becomes Malina. No, that mind, like you just said, no? It will become corrupted with all sorts of impressions. It will become Malina. It will become dirty. That is the Jiva. That is the definition of a Jiva. Malina Pradhanya Manas is the Jiva.
Malina Sattva Pradhano Jiva.
Malina Sattva, that Sattva itself has become Malina. A white cloth has, it has been walking in the rain and a lot of slush has stuck to it. That is Malina Sattva. Okay, correct.
Actually, today I was putting that small flowers, scented flowers will come, right, which are very delicate. Orange tip, white in color. I forgot that name.
Parijata.
Parijata. That tip was orange, and it was next to the one of the petals. That petal was looking orange.
It is called, this phenomenon is called what? 100 times we have to said in class.
Yes.
What is this phenomenon called?
Adhyasa.
Adhyasa, superimposition. The white cloth has been, the white petal looks pink, orange because of borrowed feathers. Okay. All right. So next, so the Jiva basically, everyone has said it's Chidabhasa, Malina Pradhanya Sattva and all that. So, does this Jiva has a beginning? When was it born?
As it comes along with the world, it is the projection of Ishvara and it happens simultaneously, and it is a totality. It is always there. Whenever I open my eyes, I see both together. Jiva and the Prapancha come together. As soon as I open my Vyavahara Bantakshna, Vyavaharak Bantakshna, Eredu Pratyaksha agate.
Correct.
So it's always there.
Do you agree? Anupama, Indra, Lakshmi, agree?
No.
Tell, what is your agreement, disagreement?
No, it is always there, means each Jiva is different, right? World is always there. Projection of world is always there. But once the Jiva is born and it dies, but each Jiva is different, no? It cannot be simultaneously.
See,
world is always there. But for each Jiva, for God, it is simultaneously both are there. But for individually, it is, we can't say simultaneously both are there.
I got your objection. Anyone wants to counter that? Anupama, Lakshmi, do you agree? Don't agree?
See, all of us are the same consciousness. So we cannot be different Jivas. We are the same Jiva according to Ishvara.
But we are talking about Jiva. Jiva means there is no understanding of the higher conscious only, no? Then how can each, so in Jiva perspective, Jiva are different only, right?
No.
Correct.
Even an enlightened being is, in BMI complex is a Jiva only, but he has got a perspective of the higher consciousness. No. See, okay, what else you want to add?
He is Jivan Muktaha. He knows this is instrument only. But basically, when we take it generally, Jivas think each Jiva is different.
Okay. Lakshmi, you want to add anything to it? Jiva.
No.
He says it is Anadi, it's always there.
But Jiva, as Anupama was telling, and Indra was telling, it is different. So many Jivas, of course, in the perception of Ishvara, all are Jiva is one. The whole world is one. But individually, if you take into consideration, it is you cannot say that Jiva is there from the beginning also. Only when it comes in the to the body, mind, and intellect through Ishvara's respect, it is there. Of course, as Anupama said, and higher consciousness, before knowing about higher consciousness, it is just a Jiva.
Okay, what do you want to add to that, Murthy ji?
What Indra ma'am said is valid from the perspective of Pratibhasika Satta.
Okay.
So, for the individual Jiva, this Pratibhasika is the only existence which is specific to that Jiva. Vyavarika Satta, when we go to Vyavarika Satta, it is comes for all the Jivas.
Okay.
So what is the question again? I forgot.
When did Jiva come? When does it come? When I was born? When?
Jiva, I just wanted to include one more definition of Jiva. I missed it. So that might give some clues, or that might help us to understand. Upahita Chaitanya Jiva.
Correct.
So that means
Maya
Upadhi Sahita Jiva.
Maya Upahita Chaitanya, right? One which is clouded by Maya. Because see, all duality is in Maya only.
No. Maya for the Ishvara. For us, it is
Ajnana.
Avidya.
So Avidya.
That is where I am coming. So when was Avidya started? We discussed already.
Again, it will go back to the root.
Yes.
So here, basically, Jiva, some Jaishi said it is there forever. Others kind of mixed opinion. It comes and goes. But the ones who are saying it comes only with the individual, you are looking at the Vishesha Lakshana of the Jiva, individual Jivas. But Samanya Lakshana means what? Jivas are always there. And in the talk, Prabhuji's talk, which you must have heard, he clearly says, no, the Jiva and the world appears together when you become conscious, when you get up from deep sleep, or you wake up from a dream. Did you hear the talk or not?
Yes. In the end, he says, in the end of 96. In the end of 96, he says that.
So it's always there. In causal form, it's always there, no? In the deep sleep form, everything is always there. And it comes up. It goes in, comes up, goes in. So that thing has been happening forever, no? That process, it's been happening forever. Where is there can you pinpoint when it began? You can't. So Jiva has always been Anadi only. And
so only,
So
only the body differs then. Jiva is always there.
The Sharira will differ.
Only the Sharira differs, okay.
How many Shariras we have, Indra? What all Shariras will differ? Tell me.
So,
Karna Sharira.
Definition of Jiva based on these three Shariras. I'll take it till later.
One nimisha. Karana Sharira, you said?
Sukshma body and
Stula.
Stula. Karana.
Stula and Sukshma, you can actually know it. Karana is not actually a Sharira. It is the name given to Ajnana, deep sleep. There is no Sharira as such. The terminology is that. So let us not go around imagining that there is like Sukshma Sharira, there is one Karana Sharira also. Third. Karana Sharira merely means Ajnana. Okay?
Okay.
That is one clarity we should get. It is not one more body as such, but the terminology has come like that. Whereas for gross and subtle, actually you can call it a body because there is something to talk about. What were you saying? Somebody was saying something. Indra only, you continue.
Yeah, Jiva is always there. Only thing the body changes. It always goes into different bodies. Okay, fine. Now I got it.
So the Jiva is always there.
Yeah, okay.
The glass is always there. You keep pouring different things to it. Yes.
Ma'am, about Karana Sharira, Karana Sharira is called as Karana Sharira because that is the resumption point for the next body. Resuming point for the next body.
Because all the vasanas are there.
Yes.
For that is what is called Ajnana. Any vasana, everything is called as Ajnana only. One broad term under which everything comes. Not knowing my own nature follows all the other things follow that.
Yes.
Okay. So we agree that Jiva has always been there. Just like Ishvara has always been there. Just like Brahman is Anadi, Ananta. The same, the qualities of the source will be in the qualities of the product also. Anadi, Ananta. The phenomenon is The jiva will, of course, the body will die and all that. But the phenomenon is anadi ananta. You get it? See, in Bhagavad Gita, that inverted tree shloka is there, no? Urdhva mula adha shaka. In that it is called, it is said, that tree itself is anadi. The whole system, that Maya-based system of bodies and minds and interactions and the world, the jiva, jagat, ishvara, everything, that whole phenomenon is anadi.
ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಸಾವು ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಸಾವು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಿಗೂ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಸಾವು ಇಲ್ಲ. One body might die, one more, but the process is on, no, continuous. You get it? People. Is it making any sense? Indra, Anupama, Lakshmi ji?
Yes, got it.
Yes. The whole phenomenon is anadi ananta. Just because I become enlightened, see, another thing also Prabhuji says in one of the talks. How does the world, what is the difference between the world for a Vyavaharika Jiva and for a Jivan Mukta? Yes. Can you recall any points that Prabhuji brought about in that? What happens to the world? So that's not the question. What are the commonalities of Pratibhasika and Vyavaharika Jagats? Yes, that is a proper question which we can answer, I think. There are some similarities between Pratibhasika Jagat and Vyavaharika Jagat.
In Pratibhashika Jagat, me and the world appears in the dream. In the same way, in Vyavaharika also, me and the world appears at the same time. Only the difference here is there is no transactional continuity in the Pratibhashika Jiva's projections, whereas in Vyavaharika Jiva projection, that continuity of that me and the world, transactional continuity is there.
So in the Pratibhasika also, there is, after I wake up, I say, ayo, it was all a disjointed dream. But while in the dream, there is a continuity of Desha, Kala, Vastu. All continuities are there. Correct?
Of that particular dream. Again, then it will not be there. Next, if you are again, if you are going into Pratibhashika as Pratibhashika Jiva, that continuity will not be there. That is what Guruji says. And so to say that, to establish that both are mithya, when we are telling both are mithya, and we are telling all are dreams. But there is a difference between Vyavaharika dream as well as Pratibhashika dream. For that, Guruji has explained, saying that there is no continuity. Today you will dream something, and when you come out of that dream from that Pratibhashika, by the Pratibhashika Jiva, there is nothing, no connection at all. Absolutely in your Vyavaharika. But it is not so in Vyavaharika. Each and every, whatever you are doing in Vyavaharika has its own continuity or connectivity rather, and you have to interact with that. You cannot just forget what you have to do, etc. Actions, for example, actions. So that is what, of course, beyond, once you understand that you are beyond Vyavaharika, which is Paramarthika, then your actions at the Vyavaharika level will be with awareness, and you will not give much attachment or much this one while taking the action towards those things.
Well-rounded answer has been given. But do you all agree that in the Vyavaharika Jagat there is a continuity? Can you say for sure there is a continuity?
No, prior to that, I have a question there. Rather, an assumption. Let us, for a moment, let us assume we will get that continuity. I mean, today, I'll get that dream tonight. And tomorrow, continuation of that dream also comes. Happens. Let us assume for a moment. It generally does not happen. Hypothetically, let us assume that continuity is there in dream also. So is it difficult for us to negate that? just because of mere continuity.
No, see, it is a dream which is not real. But while experiencing during the dream, it is real. That's all. But when you come out and become Vyavaharika Jiva, once you get up, you know very well that it is dream and it is not true. Then
Yes,
even
sir.
if there is a continuity, there is nothing real in that. Whereas here in Vyavaharika, there is continuity and you have to answer your wife or your children, and if at all they say something, that has to continue to the next day. That is Vyavaharika. In Pratibhashika, you may your wife may say something, but next you will realize that after getting up, you are no, that is not the one. She has not said that. You can. It is only a dream. That you can say that. But in Vyavaharika, you cannot do that.
Yes, yes.
Right.
I think coming from Pratibhasika to Vyavaharika to Paramarthika, that is the flow Prabhuji has given in Shloka 40-41, I think. So, that mere because of the continuity in Pratibhasika,
Lack of continuity in
not, I mean, it is not difficult for us to negate that as a falsity. So continuity is not the obstacle for us to falsify. There must be something else.
Yeah, it's not only the negating in
Yes.
for the dream.
Yes.
Similarly, when
I'm talking from the dreamer's perspective, not in the dreamed character.
Yes, okay, dream character, okay, all you forget.
Yes.
You are, once you become a Vyavaharika, that Pratibhashika, you will negate. It is not neti, I'm not that, and it was not there. And whereas when you are,
ma'am, please, I am interrupting you. Please be there. Don't go to don't come to the Vyavaharika. I think this is where the critical crux of the problem is.
Where exactly? Tell me. I mean, come again.
This is, if you go further, you will land up in Vyavaharika and then Paramarthika.
Yeah.
Let us stand in this place where we are now. We are in
Pratibhashika only.
Pratibhashika just transition to Vyavaharika. So, Vyavaharika wakes up.
Yeah.
Pratibhashika wakes up to Vyavaharika. Vyavaharika says it is unreal.
Yes, agree.
So what makes that Vyavaharika to feel so? If we understand that, the next level is easier. That is what I think.
Yeah, that I think Purnima can explain.
No.
Because it is it is the same. Once you get up, I mean, once you come out of the dream, come out of Pratibhashika, you are by default, you have become Vyavaharika, and you know very well that it is unreal. So the next thing, I think, Purnima, you can explain.
By inference, you know that, nothing is there. It was all a mithya. I don't know there is any specific answer to that.
We just know. We know very well. We know.
We just know.
We know. Knowing principle. We know it.
We know. Anything you want.
May I say my own experience here? Life experience?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. Here, the objectification of Pratibhasika Jiva is easier because the Vyavaharika Jiva is isolated from Pratibhasika Jiva. So, objectification is easier. So, Vyavaharika Jiva has objectified Pratibhasika. So, it is for that it is easier. So, my life experience is that first time when I watched that movie, 3D movie, Chota Chetan or Chinnari Chetan, I don't remember. So I was watching that movie, and it was at some point in time, it was scary. It was coming so close to me. Then what I did, I just half opened that goggle. So one side I am watching that 3D view, and the other side I am watching
aware of the
blurred there.
Aware that it's a projection only.
Projection only.
That's what happens. Wow.
So this is what Prabhuji says. What is that wakeful dream?
Waking dream. Jagrat Sushupti.
Sushupti.
Hmm.
And
Nice.
one more thing. In Mysore Road, there is one amusement park, right?
Wonderla.
Wonderla. Prior to Wonderla, I took that ride in Tokyo. That small boat-like thing, which 60° or 50°, it falls down. So when next time I went, along with my family, my daughter was just 3-4 years old, 5 years old, I think, or 6 years, I don't remember exactly. And they clicked that picture. Just about when that small boat is about to fall, I became aware. That previous experience, I became aware this is what happens. So my facial expression remained intact, and my daughters and my wife's was that all of a sudden, yeah. Then my daughter asked me, how come your face is like that and we both are like this? I said, I already gone through this. So that is the reason I am already aware that this has happened. So nothing will, it is not going to kill us. I know for sure. So this is a repetition of the experience.
Very good. Very well put. So we know every day we get into dream and come out of it. So we know that it's a dream. Is that what you are getting at? Very nice. So much Manana Murtiji does on his own experiences. Wonderful. We all need to do that. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So, Pratibhasika, Vyavaharika, we know. We wake up and say it's a dream. The same thing has to be applied between Vyavaharika and Paramarthika. Ashte. The same process. How can you prove that you are not dreaming now, Lakshmi? Tell. You say there's a continuity and all that. In the dream also, I felt there was a continuity. I never questioned it. From where did the tiger come?
Regarding this continuity, there might be continuity, as Mr. Murthy was telling. I also have many such kind of experiences of continuance of dreams over the period of time, etc. Okay, so and due to which I was getting scared and I was getting worried why it's happening, why, etc., etc. And as he was telling that once I came to know and then I am aware. In the same way, once we came to Guruji and when he explained about these dreams and the unreal nature of the dreams, etc., my complete understanding on dreams and perception on dreams vanished, actually, I should say that. So in the same way, in Vyavaharika, through Manana, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, and in a proper way and the guidance of the Guru, once we understand that in Nanu, which is continuously, I am boasting of as a Paramarthika, which I am boasting as a Vyavaharika, is not Vyavaharika, which is Paramarthika. If I understand that through Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, and be in that. That's most important while acting in Vyavaharika, while transacting in Vyavaharika. That should be fine. That should be fine.
Yes, madam. Very good. Well said.
Thank you.
So, Rajni, we were discussing many things. So,
Jiva.
Yeah, Jiva. We'll ask Rajni the question. Is Jiva, when did Jiva, when did the Jiva come?
Yeah, we had discussed this last this thing.
Okay. What's the answer?
No, it's indefinite, like we don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
It's infinite. We don't know where it came from.
Okay, fine. All right. So that means it's beginningless and endless. So we just concluded that this whole phenomenon of the projection of the world and withdrawing from the world, it's a continuous phenomenon. Okay. It doesn't.
Small correction there. It can end. It is anadi.
It can end.
It can end.
With the knowledge of the.
No, this was what I was coming to. For a Jivan Mukta who was waken up from this waking dream, will the world come to an end?
No.
Yes.
Will the projection come to an end?
The projection would definitely come.
For his vyavahara, it goes on. For his vyavahara of the worldly
Vyavahara
knowledge.
would go on.
That's what. That's the thing.
Ma'am, it is similar to mirage, right?
Mirage is there.
Mirage is, even after knowing, I was driving in a summer and
Yes.
the road was road of full of water.
Yeah.
And first time I experienced, oh, it is an illusion. Next time I see real water also, I might get confused to
Check for a mirage.
illusion.
Tola bantu tola will happen.
So that possibility is also there. But even though if it is real mirage, then I'll just handle it like it is an illusion.
So that phenomenon is continuing, is what I am saying. For the individual, it may stop.
Yes.
But the projection, Ishvara himself is engaged in this projection. No, why will it stop? It's there. It's
The
going.
projection is there. Projection is there.
The
Projection will be
Projection is
Jivan
there. The only difference is prior to projection, prior it enters the mind, it is oneness.
That's in deep sleep. For you, everyone is one with Ishvara.
So even in samadhi,
Same thing.
you actually feel one. There is no second entity at all.
Manolaya.
That is manolaya, and our nirvikalpa samadhi is manonasha because there is an adhisthana for the person when he wakes up. He might forget when he wakes up. Correct. And that adhisthana is known to the intellect. Even if mind tries to move around, intellect pulls it back and leave it to that.
Yesterday's talk, Prabhuji was talking about this only. How for a Gnani, the Manonasha has happened. But what happens is the Jiva Shushti stops. Ishvara Shushti continues. You and I, everyone, even the Gnani will see a red rose only. That projection will continue. But the Jiva Shushti in me might say, Arey, I wish it was a white rose. The Gnani will not have any such raga dvesha. Complete raga dvesha nasha. Mano nasha means what? Mind will not be, he will not go into coma, isn't it? Mano nasha means elimination of raga dvesha. Finish.
Isn't our dream state also a projection of our raga and dvesha? Yes. To some extent?
Great extent.
No, it is a full-blown thing, actually.
Because that is the material we have.
Yes.
It is a full-blown raga dvesha only, no?
Yes. Purnimaji, sorry to disturb. Contractor bandidare nanu bittagla. Okay, eeg bandre. Huh? Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Adi Bhautika problem. Okay. So I want to come back to this Jiva business. So what is a Jiva? It is a Chidabhasa. Okay. Now, what is the connection between two Jivas? What is the connection between you and your child? Is there a connection?
Only source is the connection.
Yes.
What is it, Indra?
It's the base, the consciousness, both are Brahman only. And one more connection with the mother and the child is the body-wise connection is also there. But the basic connection is the consciousness, Brahman. Both are Brahman.
The connection between me and you, me and Murthy, me and anybody is a karma connection. Because of the karma connection, I have come into the same scenario as you to go through all these experiences. Purva Punyapula, we are in the class together. So this is the connection between this particular jivas in this class.
Nice. Very good. Anything else? Rajni, Anupama?
As Indra said, it is all jiva are connected because of Brahman.
So how can you explain that, to somebody who is new, that it is only the connection is only soul connection, anta. See, we feel so attached to our own children or family members. So with this argument, how to make this argument more solid so that our attachment can reduce? I mean, I was thinking on those lines. So I'm superimposing.
We can say that we are all are combination of 5 elements.
Correct. Yeah. No, has this knowledge that we are all connected with the source, has it reduced my attachment to my family? Anta.
Obviously.
Blood is thicker than water.
So then where are we in Jnana? If blood is thicker than water, then where are we in Jnana? Then we might as well stick to our families and enjoy. If blood is only thicker than water, and the blood actually happens to be the same for each one of us, even my children or whatever it is. So I need to understand where I stand today with the Jnana. That is the ultimate test. If I'm standing where I was before I started Jnana and today also, then actually I need to question myself. Definitely.
Yeah. So theoretically, we all agree when the proof of
about blood and water, I want to make a point. So, what is the substratum for water and blood? Water only.
Substratum.
We can put it in another way, Purnimaji. We can say that attachment towards many jivas has increased. Instead of saying we are expecting detachment, the attachment towards many jivas has increased.
See, this argument can work both ways. This insight can help us to detach from intimate connections and attach to a larger connection. Very beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's what I was thinking. Like everybody is Brahman. So we can attach with everybody and anybody.
Because we are connected at the source. Otherwise, see, there's a reflection of the moon, of the sun in a pot of water, and the same reflection in a glass of water. What is the connection between this pot and the glass? Nothing, isn't it? What is the connection between the pot and the glass? How are they connected?
Not at all. Not at all.
That is how we need to see the bodies around us with whom we are so connected. We are just crucibles which are reflecting the sun. That's all. No? The same argument can be this argument for detaching. For attaching with the larger Sarval Khalvidam Brahma, it is another, it's a beautiful, all of us have the same source. Anta. So lovely. Okay. And then what were we discussing? What else was there to discuss in this Sidhu?
Actually, that detachment is also like, what is that mantra?
ನಮ್ಮ ವೈರಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ವೈರಾಗ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭ.
Mrutyunjaya Mahamantra, cucumber, which falls off by itself.
Urvarukamiva bandhana.
So that happens when I see I am alone. I am the only one.
I am the only.
I am the only, not alone. I am the only. It is possible. And also at the same time, I see whatever is there, it is projection of the mind. Behind the mind, it is one. So why I say this is because of two reasons. One is deep sleep, and the other one is during samadhi. There is no world at all. I am, consciousness is there and I alone is there. This makes it very easy for the person to have that Advaita Sthiti, to appreciate the Advaita Sthiti. And once he has appreciated, he or she has experienced this, and now he or she can use that goggle as half open, full put, removed, Whatever the way he wants to use the goggle can be used.
Okay.
And there is one kriti, Kanakadasa Dasa's kriti, which says, if you are in the body, you are something. If body is in you, you are something else.
Ni Maya.
Ni ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು
Ni
ಮಾಯೆಯೋ.
Mayo.
ನೀ ದೇಹದೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ದೇಹವು.
See, Rajni, it's a very beautiful song by singing saint of Kannada. So this is a very beautiful point for discussion. Are you in Maya, or is Maya is in you?
That first stanza is philosophical. Then he comes to Loka Rudi. Are you in body, or body is in you?
Are you in the body, or is the body is in you?
You.
So that viewpoint from where you stand defines you, basically.
Same way, if the jiva is with Chidabhasa, you are with the consciousness. If the jiva is with BMI, you are in the
Maya.
Loka Maya. You are in the where you stand. It is where you stand always.
Yes. Where do I take my adhisthana, to use
Yes.
Murthy's word? Where is your support? Where is your foundation? All right. Very nice.
That reminds to me a question. There was a beautiful question actually put to a Brahma Gyani. He said, there is just one injection, it seems, which is a life-saving injection. And there is your son, and there is another child. And the injection has to be given to only one of them. And Brahma Gyani was asked this question, whom will you, if you had a son, whom will the injection go to?
So the obvious answer is, I will give to the other child because he's a Brahmagnani. I don't know.
No.
All of you pitch in.
No?
No.
Okay, yeah, this is a beautiful question.
No, I'll say no.
Okay, Murthyji says no. Indra, what do you say? Whom will the Jnani give the injection to?
Who is really in need of it, he might,
Yes.
Practical
clarify, and then he'll give it to them.
Yes.
Practical considerations will come in the picture.
So he said, again, the Brahmagyani said, he also didn't come into. He said it will be left to the doctor whom he thinks right to be given. That will be the child given the injection. So this is very philosophical. And if we put ourselves in that position, where do we stand?
Correct. So we know.
No, the problem, ma'am, problem is that we are quoting. That itself doesn't exist. It is a floating I, floating self. With a floating self, how can we expect certainty?
See, there was a CET counseling long back for my daughter Jyoti, and there was only one seat in RV College left, and there were 2 candidates. But I went on praying to God that Jyoti should get the seat. Not the other shouldn't get a Nan magalage a seat sikbeku. That was, I went on praying. Devre, Jyotik sigli. That is human mind. That was 25 years back.
Now what will be your prayer?
I'll say, let the best person get it. Let the better candidate get it now. That's what will my prayer be.
Even now we can think, no?
Ma'am, it is easy now.
It
It is easy now because it is like, what is that? What is
no, Indra has got an active child there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has already crossed that hurdle.
Yeah, Jayashree has crossed the bridge. Indra is coming to the bridge, so she will pray.
It is like Pratibhasika. The thing happened in Pratibhasika, standing in Vyavaharika. That is false.
Yes, standing in Vyavaharika, we know all about Pratibhasika, and we all know all about Paramarthika also. But how will I behave is the question. What will you do, Anupama, if you want your Akshat to go to a very good college? You are in such a situation. What will you pray?
I generally never prays and asks for Nimaji.
Wow. Ramona.
That's
Beautiful.
beautiful.
That's lovely. But still, as a mother, see, Rajni just got her child married, daughter married. What will her prayer be, Rajni? Obviously, let them
She's
have.
happy.
There's nothing wrong, no? We can pray actually. There is nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong.
Huh.
See, that is the difference when you take the Sahara. That is the main difference between Jnana and Bhakti Marga. In Bhakti, sab jaiz hai. You can ask anything to God.
That is the meaning of Sahana Bhavatu. Okay?
Sahana
Both
Bhavatu.
of us. Right?
ಅಲ್ಲ ಭಕ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಭಕ್ತಿ is all about surrendering to God, number one, and you can do anything with God. You can complain, you can crib, you can demand, you can ask, you can pray, anything you can tell God, not a problem. And then at the end of it, before going to bed, remember to say, thy will be done. Nodappa, I have given you all these things. Now it's left to you. That much we should do. No
That
problem.
understanding we've got now. Actually, no, with that understanding, we are able to pray to God.
There's no problem. See, there is no problem in trying to make our Vyavaharika beautiful. What is to stop you? Give the mind what it wants. Give the body what it wants. It wants comfort, little comfort. See, we have all come a long way. All the Shamadamadi, Shat Sampatti, everything, we are all work in progress. But as Gruhastas, there is a level of comfort that we seek from the environment around us. Is it a crime? We are not sannyasis, we are not monks who are supposed to beg for food or sleep on a hard bed. It's not like that, no. So it's perfectly all right to wish well for our children, for our family, but include the whole Loka Samasta also. So that is my understanding of how these prayers will work. Yes, Rajni, you want to say something?
No, absolutely fine.
Is that okay to pray like that? Anupama, I know you said you won't
When
pray.
we pray something, when we pray for something in Reiki, when we wish for something, let thy will be done. Let the best thing be decided by you. Antane devarig bidadu. The best thing.
Yes, true. Because when we get any tension, oh my God, let whatever you wish that be happen and give me strength. That's all we'll ask.
Yes.
Maybe that's a better way also. Better thing to be done also.
So this is what I have started lately. Look, I want this. If you think it is valid, please give. Otherwise, it is your wish and will. That's what I mentally tell God. So no need to be afraid of wishing whatever you want for your children, as long as the perspective is right. That's all. Henry, Murthy, correct or no?
I want actually same thing. I also had the same opinion prior to Upadesha Saram.
No.
Post Upadesha Saram, there are first 3 shlokas themselves are eye openers. Then Ishwara Arpita Buddhi, Ishwara Prasada Buddhi, Nechaya Krutam.
Pisadakam. Ishwararpita. Yes. See, the mind is a monkey. It will go on telling things. But then that also you arpita to Ishwara.
No, that is whether you say it or not. It is happening that way.
It's happening that way.
It's happening that way, yes.
Yes.
Thy will be done.
Correct.
With our limited intelligence or whatever it is, we can wish for something. But that leads to self-destruction. What should God do?
He will take the call. It's his call.
He should actually take the call.
He will take the call.
Yes.
Okay, there are some shlokas which we can go through so that we keep pace with what Prabhuji is telling in those talks. So this
40,
is
41, right?
Ashtana, 36, 37. Did we go through the previous day?
Times? Actually, talk 94, 95 is 95, 96 is 40, 40.
So verse 36 says, I think we went through this. Anyway, we'll read the meaning. It's because of the fallacious presentation of consciousness located in the buddhi, performs various actions and enjoys their results. Therefore, it's called the jiva. What is a jiva? Our question has been answered. Being located in the buddhi and with fallacious or wrong presentation of wrong attachment, it performs various actions and enjoys the results. Enjoys means experiences the results. Here is the critical factor. Experiencing the results andre enu? Doership is there. Aham karta, aham bhokta, aham gnata. All this ego, I am doing, I am experiencing. This is the jiva's main, this thing is I am doing it, I am doing this, I am experiencing. All this consisting of the elements and their products which are of the nature of the objects of enjoyment is called jagat. So for the jiva, the jagat is an object of enjoyment or experience. Enjoyment can be replaced with the word experience here. 37. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅದು ಜನಾದಿ ಕಾಲಮಾರಂಭ್ಯ ಮೋಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಪೂರ್ವಮಿದಂ ದ್ವಯಂ ವ್ಯವಹಾರೇ ಸ್ಥಿತಂ ತಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಉಭಯಂ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಿಕಂ. These two means what? Jiva and Jagat. Dating from the time without beginning. Here it is. Jiva and Jagat are beginningless. They have only empirical existence and exist till one attains liberation. Therefore, both are called empirical. Clear, no? Jiva and Jagat are both empirical. What is the meaning of empirical existence?
Only for transactional purpose.
Only for transaction. Empirical is what? It is open for experience and experimentation. That is called empirical. So both Jiva and Jagat have got an empirical existence, and then till one attains liberation.
So this is beautiful actually. Empirical existence actually that leads the Jiva, makes the Jiva to crave for moksha.
Correct. Very true. Because it is empirical, that mumukshutva is there and moksha can also happen.
Yes.
Alva, if it was cast in stone, no hope. See, that is why in the Ramayana we have a beautiful example of Ahalya. Ahalya, na, who be turned into a stone and then she got moksha through Rama. Such a beautiful example. Even a stone can attain liberation. That is why this is an empirical existence. A stone will not remain a stone forever. Left to the natural evolution, the stone is going to become a jiva once upon a time, from time. That is why it is anadi and ananta, and this keeps continuously happening. They had a beautiful example for this, which I wanted to share. Slipped my mind. Okay. Yeah, the other day I was listening to Prabhuji's, one of Prabhuji's talks, old talks. And he was saying how animals become people and vice versa. We all assume that once you're a human, you are going to be a human all the time. Is that true? Is it taken for granted that next birth will also be human birth?
No. Helakagala.
Why? We all know the story of Jadabharata. That's why. Isn't it? So, similarly, how does an animal progress to a better birth? Have you thought about it, or have you heard, or do you have any theories about it?
Yeah, I've heard of the stories, like some Brahmagyani, he had a dog or a cat sitting next to him. And, they also, when the satsang used to go on, they would be very quiet and they would listen to that. Probably, I don't know, in this set of evolution, they could be born as the next, this thing, as a human birth also. And at the same tone, we even say that man, he performs, he's a human, but he acts like a dog, or his actions are compared to a dog, this thing. So what is it trying to say? That there is a possibility that your actions may take you to this journey. which is a journey of a dog. So they do say, matlab, there is.
So this is
Although
called,
generally,
yeah.
generally a human birth takes the next human birth only, except in a very exceptional cases where the karmic account or the karmas are bad
Yeah.
or
So
too good.
we have the example of these cow and dog near with Ramana Maharshi who attained moksha in their animal bodies. So that's very rare, exceptional cases. But the way this evolution happens, Prabhuji had explained, is about this Brahmara Kita Nyaya. Are you aware of this Brahmara Kita Nyaya? A Kita, caterpillar, is always fearful of a wasp. It will come and take me, it will come and take me, it will come and take. The lower animal is always afraid of the higher animal. And because of the fear, it's always thinking of the higher animal. A mouse is always thinking of a cat out of fear. Cat is always thinking of a dog out of fear. Dog is always perhaps thinking of a wolf. Similarly, the lower the food chain will think of the higher animal in the food chain. This is how evolution takes place, is what Prabhuji had clearly said in the talk. That's so beautiful, no?
Kramamukti.
Kramamukti. Right. Yeah. Okay. चिदाभास स्थिता निद्रा विक्षेपावृत्ति रूपिणी आवृत्या जीव जगति पूर्वे नुत्रेतु कल्पयेत. Sleep, said to be associated with consciousness wrongly presented in the mind and of the nature of concealment and projection, at first covers the empirical individual self and the cognized universe, and then imagines in a dream afresh. Okay. The dreamer forgets his waking state and goes into a dream state, is what this thing is saying. That's why these shlokas are not considered to be part of the original Drk Drsya Viveka shlokas. Addition. Pratita kala evaite sthitavat pratibhasike nahi swapna prabuddhasya punah swapne sthitisthayoho. These two objects, namely the perceiving self and the perceived world, are illusory on account of their having existed only during the period of the dream experience. It's because no one, after waking up from the dream, sees those objects. One dreams again. Why do I dream again and again and again? For this question, this is the answer. Because after I wake up, I forget all about the dream. And I go back to the dream again to dream about the same thing, is what it is saying.
So how would you relate to this, the waking stage?
Yes.
That is after death.
Okay.
It's like a deep sleep.
So this waking state is also a very deep sleep. That is why I go from one birth to the next birth to the next birth to the next birth, because I do not remember, and I just, whatever it is, I live this life not realizing that I have to be born again.
Anything. That is why it's called Ajnana, causal sharira, causal state is called a state of Ajnana. What happens after death? The Sukshma Sharira goes into a causal state. With all, like you shut down your computer, everything goes into one kind of sleep mode. Then you open it again, it reboots. The same things come up. The same apps that you have downloaded, the same things reboot again. That is, yeah.
Actually, here, the comparison is that in dream, what is happening? Where is the subject and where is the object and where is the word? Everything is in the mind. Everything is in the mind. So, in waking state, where is the subject? What is the real subject? Forget about real subject. What is the subject? What is the word? What are the objects that are there that are present? Even though we see it outside, where is that happening?
It is outside. It's actually all in the mind.
It's mind only. It's mind only.
Yeah.
No, let us not go complicated. It is simple mind. What is there in the dream is also mind. what is there in the waking state is exactly the same mind.
Exactly the same mind, because
Same mind.
when I wake up, along with me, the world is also waking up. I mean, it is coming presented to me. If my mind shuts down, the world also shuts down.
Yes.
When my mind wakes up, the world also wakes up. I mean,
Only that perception, the perception that we do, that is giving that illusionary reality. So other than that, for a moment, cut that off. What is happening? It is happening inside the mind. What is that I am seeing? I am seeing my mind only.
See, the first lesson, when I started coming to Prabhuji, the first thing he said struck me like a thunderbolt. The world is nothing but your thoughts.
Yes.
Simple, finish.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Here ends the whole Vedanta lesson. What is the world? It's a thought. He used to make us repeat it very often during the earlier Atma classes. What is the world? It's the thought. But we forget so soon. We forget.
Thought is a name, and in addition to that, there is form.
Form, name and form.
Yeah.
Vyavaharika jivo yaha tad jada vyavaharikam satyam pratyeti mithyeti manyate paramarthikaha. He who is empirical jiva sees this empirical world as, the empirical jiva sees the empirical world as real, but real jiva knows it to be unreal.
Unreal, yes.
Real jiva knows it to be unreal.
Actually, my humble request is, please stay with this shloka for a long time. This is a real, what is that? Breaking, I don't know how to express that.
Crux of the matter. Crux of the matter.
Yes, yes. This truly helps.
What is the real jiva then?
Yes.
Tell. Real jiva knows it to be unreal. So now there are two jivas. There is one empirical jiva and there is a real jiva.
Real jiva. Paramarthika jiva is the real jiva. So actually this, what is that? Paribhasika, when we, in Vyavarika, when we can objectify Pratibhasika, right? The similar thing can be as is taken forward to Paramarthika and Vyavarika. It is very easy, I think. Please try that out.
Come again, Mr. Murthy.
Repeat that.
In the dream, whatever is happening in the dream, that is reality. When I wake up to Vyavaharika Jiva, that becomes false.
Right.
Right? So there is lucid dream. In lucid dream, what happens? Lucid dream is similar to the 3D goggle that I was mentioning.
Daydream.
Daydream. You are here, you are present now, and also you are dreaming something. So the moment you come to know that you are dreaming, you can falsify that. So similarly, that can be taken to Paramarthika also, from this transactional, reality, or Vyavarika Jiva to Paramarthika Jiva also. So that is why this Avastatraya is very critical. Through Avastatraya, one can really get to know the truth.
Yeah. Avastatraya Viveka, that is why it is very...
These shlokas are based on Avastatraya. Yes.
Very nice. Correct. The whole thing is about Avastatraya. Another Kruti which is based on Avastatraya is our...
Mandukya Upanishad.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Paramarthika jivastu brahmaikyam paramarthikam pratyeti vikshate nanyad tvanrutatmana. But the Paramarthika jiva knows its identity with Brahman to be alone real. Only that's the real. He does not see the other. Even if he sees the other, he knows it to be illusion. It's all so nice to just read also. Imagine to be like that. Huh?
Yeah,
It will be so
correct.
it will be so wonderful, right?
So beautiful, yeah.
It is really reality.
Real reality
Real
and
reality.
illusory reality.
It works.
Punumaji, this in the Vyavaharika level, they say there is continuity, but if we just look into it, even that there is no continuity.
There is
We are
no
just convincing ourselves like there is continuity, and the fear is that we shouldn't lose the continuity. That is the fear there.
Is the fear there. See, that is why we study the Pratibhasika experience, so that we can apply in the Vyavaharika. That is the purpose of studying the Pratibhasika. In the dream, in the Pratibhasika also, there was a lot of continuity. You never questioned.
Here we just want it to continue, but there is no, even from yesterday and today, there is no continuity. We are just convincing ourselves there is something is continuing.
Yes, because of the impressions. Now we'll come to Murtiji's favorite thing, Chitta. Memory. Memory will play havoc. It has got some impressions, then they just continue. And because the mind is the one, it goes on projecting it. That's all. Yeah. There is no continuity. There is a continuity of process, but there is no continuity of our of the events per se.
Yeah. Maybe few basic things there is continuity, but the events it is not continuing. If we understand that, then we'll come to know
If
this is
feel
full
it's the
mithya.
continuity, that means it is illusory. The continuity is illusory.
Yeah.
That continuity itself is illusory. That is why it is called Maya. And for that never-ending conundrum, for whom is the teaching? See, that always comes up. For whom is this teaching going on? Is it for Jiva? Which Jiva the teaching is going on now? Which Jiva is studying this? Tell me.
Vyavaharika Jiva.
Okay. But then, what is the objection to that answer?
This teaching,
Yeah,
teachings for Chidabhasa only, the Brahman. Everything is for Chidabhasa. Only thing we've forgotten.
Brahman has got ignorance that he needs any teaching?
No, it's for Chidabhasa. All the teachings is for that Chidabhasa, which is, it's polluted with the impressions. If with the teaching, if that is clear, then Chidabhasa can be one with the Brahman. It can understand.
Chidabhasa is different from Brahman. That will be another objection if you say that.
No, it's a reflected conscious. So,
see, the reflection is just, see, you're standing in front of the mirror. Can you do any teaching to the reflection? If you want to put kumkum, will you put it on the mirror or will you put it to yourself?
Put it to ourselves.
And then you are going to teach it Chidabhasa or what? That's the kind of objections that will come. I'm not saying that is the wrong answer, but it can be argued like that. What will you say then? That is why, what Anupama? Is there a solution to this conundrum? Is what I'm asking. If you say teaching is for Brahman, you're wrong. If you say that the teaching is for Jiva, again it can be subject to all sorts of tamasha. So my conclusion is, it's all mithya. That is why you cannot give a proper answer to anything. It cannot have a proper answer. Oh, Anupama had gone away. What do you have to say to that, Murtiji?
Yeah. Actually, if we look at the mind, right? Mind is the cause for all these things. Is the mind Chaitanya Swarupa? It is not. It is borrowing existence as well as the Chaitanyam from the Brahman. But as long as this mind is alive, mind is
alive andreno.
Alive. As long as it has the reflection capability.
Because mind is jada.
Jada. Capability, and it is capable of working with a limited set of data which is already there. That data has to be nullified. So who has to do the nullification? This Jada, which has that Jada data set, has to be nullified.
Correct. So mana eva karanam.
Yes, that is the reason mana eva
Manushyanam bandha mokshayoho.
Yes.
The bandha is also in the mind. The moksha is also in the mind. So the field of experience is also in the mind. The field of projection is also the mind. Mana eva. Ashte.
Yes.
That is the ultimate
Now projection is also mind.
projection. The mind itself is a projection.
Yes.
Deva. That's why this is Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. Finish. Okay, 42, 43 did we do today?
No, 41 only.
So we'll do this later then.
Yes. Talk 96, 95 and 96 talks about 40 or 41.
Okay, anything else we wanted to talk about today? You can add. Which is an, okay, let's do the closing prayer and then discuss a few things. Okay. Oh. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrutyormam amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nanu Nanimbudu Nanalla, Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla, Satchidanandatma Shivananu Nane, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.